What it is, folks, it's your homeboy Ferg back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. I'm solo dolo for the promo for this entire program. Y'all already know I got this shit. Y'all need that real, and I got this shit. You understand? But before we get into it, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button now. Y'all gotta fuck with me. Okay? We're gonna have some fun this episode, and we're gonna keep it all the way 100. But y'all gotta subscribe and put all your people on it. You feel me? But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. Jackson State University defeated Southern to win its 18th SWAC championship. Okay? And I know that's something that has faded to the back in the news, as well as the fact that a young man lost his life on campus. Let's not forget about that shit, real ones. Let's not forget about that. Strength and love to all involved. You understand me? Strength and love to all involved. Real shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. But to sit that real shit over here, that's first and foremost. The second thing that's been lost is the fact that Jack State won his 18th, not his second, his 18th SWAC championship. So I still think, despite all the shit that's going on, despite all the shit that's being said, about all the folks that's calling Jackson State fans and HBCU fans and supporters ungrateful and all that kind of shit, I still think that it's only right that we strike up the motherfucking band. Let's go. Hey, sing this thing. Not one, not two. 18 of them things. Got it going all the way back to the 60s. Fuck wrong with it? Hey, that WC Gordon town, and my brother passed out at that WC Gordon class. It hit a little different, huh? You had that Grambling game, you should have got you one of these. You feel me? It hit a little different that on it. Shout out to my brother Thaddeus Reed of Reed Enterprise. Make sure y'all shot with him. You feel me? I just felt like I should bring that out at this moment. You understand? Because motherfuckers want to act like this the first time that Jack State University been bout something. Fuck wrong with you. But I digress. Let's get into the realest rundown, y'all. Okay? And see how this thing went down for Jack State going back to back, winning the SWAC. Okay? I do want to note this. Jay Walker motherfucking ass started the game off by talking about Coach Prime owes HBCUs and Jack State nothing. Got it. That's Jay Walker motherfucking ass now. But he's part of that media. Okay, he's part of that media. And I got a whole separate segment dealing with them. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over there. But let's get in the realest rundown. All right. On Southern's first drive, the defense forced a punt, per usual. Okay. Then on our first drive, it ended in a field goal by Alejandro. It was good defense by Southern on third down. You know what I'm talking about? We made a throw into the end zone, and they broke up the pass to Mr. Hooks. But this drive was aided by a 35-yard completion to Mr. Hooks and a 21-yard completion to Mr. Daniels. Okay. On the next drive for Southern, Mr. Smith, number 19 out there, had a great interception. Thought he was going to take that thing to the house, okay? He damn near had a pick six. All right, great interception, great anticipation showed great hands. So shout out to that young king. Okay. On the ensuing drive by us, it was a touchdown run by Mr. Wilkerson. Shout out to Mr. Wilkerson. Touchdown run from the 1 yard line that made it 10-0. We tried to sneak it in with Shador first, but come on, man. You know what to do. Give Mr. Wilkerson the damn ball. We went ahead and did that and got into the end zone. Okay. On the very next drive for Southern, that dog, Aubrey Miller Jr., forced a fumble. Got a sack fumble out there. Real defensive player of the year, like, don't you think? That boy better get FCS defensive player of the year. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play. All right, I'm gonna come on here and raise hell now. Okay. But that boy got a sack fumble, and that fumble was recovered by Mr. Doyle. Shout out to you, sir. Okay. On the ensuing drive for us, there was a touchdown pass to Mr. Hooks. That made it 18-0 because we did go for a 2-point conversion. That was converted to Mr. Coleman. Okay. Now, I see some people due to the whole prime situation. Well, I'm gonna talk about that, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm gonna deal with all that shit. All right. But some people feeling some type of way and starting to denigrate Shador and his talent. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. First of all, I'm not gonna be mad at the kids for what their dad are doing. You know what I'm talking about? But also that boy can throw the basketball. Look at me. I'm a basketball player. But that motherfucker throw the football, man. That motherfucker throw the football. And this touchdown was another great back shoulder throw to Mr. Hooks. You know what I'm talking about? Great throw, great catch. All right. On the kickoff, though, we kicked the ball out of bounds. Plus, we had a penalty because Mr. Hooks took his helmet off. Okay. And so that gave them great field position, but that didn't matter because Mr. Hobson got a sack fumble and Mr. Reagan recovered that. Okay. So these boys came out ready to play. Okay. One of the things that I was worried about, and I know a lot of other real ones were worried about, was whether or not the distractions were going to fuck something up. Okay. But obviously the young men said, fuck all that. We got work to do. And they came out there to put in work. Okay. Now, on the next drive for Southern, they ended up making a change. Okay. They went to young king, Mr. McDaniel. And I know somebody said they like when I say we try to send them to the league. But that's just true. We made that young man look like Randall Cunningham. Now, y'all OGs out there know what I'm talking about, Randall Cunningham. Okay, we tried to make this young blood look like Randall Cunningham about this bitch. Okay, and it was a touchdown run by him, and that made it 26-7. I mean, he used his legs very effectively on this drive. He had 51 yards rushing, and only had 8 passing. He didn't really throw the ball well. I think he was like 15 of 34 for the game or something like that. But he didn't pass the ball well. But like I said, we made that motherfucker look like he the next coming to Randall Cunningham, who could throw it as well, though. So I don't want to mislead y'all on that. Randall Cunningham was a bad motherfucker. Shout out to that man. Okay. But we also missed some tackles. Like we brought some blitzes. And we got home, but you got to make the tackles. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure Coach Thurman was not happy about that. Okay. But on the ensuing drive by us, we scored on a touchdown pass to Mr. Coleman. That made it 33-7. He had a great catch and stretch over the goal line. Jay Walker hating ass again. Tried to act like that wasn't a touchdown. Lord. Can Prime take that motherfucker out of the boulder with him? Shit. Prime might not ever talk to that man again. Anyway, that motherfucker be like, I ain't gonna get into that yet. Okay. On the ensuing drive, though, the defense forced a punt. Delay a game and a bad snap by Southern really did them in on this drive. Okay, really fucked them up. All right, now, unfortunately, we were forced to punt on the next one. We had a face mask call on Travis. Seemed like he was trying to stiff on the young blood. You know, it's like his fingers got caught up in there and he kind of slammed the young king to the ground. All right, so that backed us up. And then Mr. Powers had a drop short of the sticks on 3rd and 13. Okay, so we were forced to punt, though. But shit, we already got 33 points at this point. Goddamn, we rolling. Defense forced another punt, though. There was a great hit by Mr. Bolden to break up a pass. Shout out to that young king. Then unfortunately we turned it over on downs. We failed to convert on the 4th and 4 round I-35. All right, and to close out things for the first half, Southern kicked a field goal, which made it 33-10. That drive was aided by a deep ball that was completed on Travis. So kind of like Alcorn did. They tried them a little bit, to my end. They were able to get them. Like I said before, you even shut down corners can be got. You feel me? And they got them on that one. Now we had blocked the field goal attempt, but we got caught off sides and some other extracurricular shit went on that kept the drive going and it ended in the field goal. Now, at halftime, Southern sent shots that were fair. They were fair. Okay, I can't cap. That shit was fair. They made light of the whole shit with Prime leading. Okay, that's a hated rival. SWAC shit throwing through. I ain't got no problem with it. Well played, Southern. Well played. But I still think the boom performed from a place of strength, given the fact that we indeed were en route to winning our 18th SWAC championship. So with them playing, we are the champions. That's well done. Gotta love the boom. Gotta love the boom. Okay. We're getting into the third quarter. We were forced to punt on our first drive, and the punt was blocked. And that gave Southern the ball around hour 45. Okay. Now Southern ended up scoring on a 34-yard touchdown pass. Now this was a great pass by Mr. McDaniel. I say he didn't pass it quite well, but this one was a good one. So maybe this young king gonna show some promise going forward if he can put everything together. You know what I'm talking about? We shall see. All right, but that made it 33-17. Still Jack stayed up. All right, on our next drive, our drive ended in a field goal, 36-17. Mr. Coleman couldn't hold on to the ball in the end zone. And so we ended up kicking the field goal. On Southern's next drive, it was a 42-yard touchdown run by Mr. McDaniel. All right, and that made it 36-24. We blitzed and McDaniel escaped the pocket and, he took it to the house. I mean, like I said, we were trying to make this little motherfucker look like Randall Cunningham. We were. Okay? And he took advantage of it with his leg now. He did that. Still down big. But, he was happy. And I'm sure some fans were happy. Maybe they're seeing promise going into next year. Maybe some fans were pissed off. Y'all real ones from Southern, let us know. Maybe y'all were pissed off and thinking that shit, he shouldn't have been a damn backup in the first place. All right. But on our next drive, there was a touchdown pass to Mr. Powers that made it 43-24. Another great back shoulder throw and catch, man. Also, this drive was aided by a big throw to Mr. Game. So, I mean, Shador can throw the motherfucking ball, man. I can't take that away from that young man at all. Okay. Just a sophomore year. I ain't going into his junior year. He should go do great things. Just hope he remembers where it started. Okay. Remember where it started, young king. Kind of like I know Aaron Rodgers when he does a Sunday night football game. He graduated from Cal, but he doesn't forget about what Butte Community College or some shit like that. That was his launching point. You know what I'm saying? So shit, Shador, make sure you remember now. Okay, and I think the young king will. I hope so at least. All right. But fourth quarter, we forced a turnover on downs, and they gave us the ball in great field position. Unfortunately, we were forced to punt. We got behind the chains on this one. Okay. And we ended up getting sacked on 3rd and long. Now, they end up showing the sideline. And you can see that Travis at this point was in street clothes. Now, the sideline reporter said that nothing was wrong with him, but that the flu was going around. Come on now, y'all. Y'all know what the fuck was up. We were blowing the motherfuckers out, and they didn't want to risk that man getting hurt knowing he's going to go to Colorado. Come on, we got common sense. But it is what it is. On the next drive by Southern, we got a pick by Mr. Silman Craig. And that young king hasn't gotten as much fanfare as he should probably because he been balling too. I mean, that whole defense been fucking balling. You know what I'm talking about? And he's definitely one of them. He showed great ball skills on that pick as well. You know what I'm talking about? But that was really the last like big play of the game. I mean, we other than the pick, we got to put the nail in the coffin. I mean, we were forced to punt. We forced to punt, but Mr. Gaines muffed it. But shit, we intercepted the ball immediately after that. We threw a pick at the end, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was kind of anticlimactic to some. And that's unfortunate, of course, with all this shit going on. I understand. But a SWAC championship was won. Okay. Rings will be given out. Okay. We played a great game, played a dominant game. Other than trying to send that young man to the league, played a great game. All right. So Shador finished 30 or 43 for 320 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mr. Wilkinson didn't get up around his 100 yards, but he didn't really get the carries. Only got 15 carries, 61 yards. It was 4 yards a clip, though. Okay, he did have that touchdown. Mr. Hook showed his ass, 5 catches for 104, 2 touchdowns. Mr. Gaines had 7 for 76. Mr. Powers had 6 catches for 73 yards. Mr. Daniels, 6 catches for 34. Mr. Coleman had that 1 catch for 14 yards and a touchdown. But of course, now, you know, he does a lot of stuff for us in special teams, kick return game. All right. Let me not forget Mr. Powers again. Mr. Powers not only had 6 for 73, he also had a touchdown. I want to make sure I shot that young king out. Mr. Stevens had 2 for 13. Mr. Wilkinson added 2 catches for 5 yards to his total. And Travis had 1 catch for 1 yard. Okay, but I know losing the figure like Coach Prime put a damp on things, but celebrate. Be happy, be proud that Jackson State University won that goddamn championship. You feel me? Cause you better know if Southern had won that goddamn game, it would have been pandemonium. You feel me? We ain't done. We got one more. Cause I said, book it. I'm going undefeated, and that includes the Celebration Bowl. Okay, so I'm hoping we don't see no crazy ass shit going on in this transfer portal. You know, in terms of guys that we need to go out there and play, hopping in that motherfucker, and then they can't play in the bowl game. That'd be so unfortunate. You know what I'm talking about? But shout out to Aubrey Miller. He said some real ass shit. At Coach Prime's announcement that he was leaving. And he told those young kings, hey, I didn't come back for this SWAC championship. I came back for this other one. You feel me? And I hope the young kings take heed to that and, you know, go out there and finish what the fuck they started. I hope so. You understand? But real ones, go ahead and celebrate this one. That's 18 of them things for Jackson State University. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?